I had this strange thought about my Volkswagen Passat's navigation system. There were a lot of neighborhood and subdivision streets that are not showing on the map, even if they were built a decade ago. I went ahead and searched if updating the maps was possible. It turns out it is. I'll highlight my painstaking journey of attempting to update the navigation in this car, from obtaining the discs to showing any before and after footage of the change in maps.
Hey guys, it's TRIZE here, literally, and I'll start things off by getting the version of the navigation currently installed. For my Passat, my head unit is the RNS-510. It has 8 buttons, a different interface, and the ability to load in an SD card, unlike the similar named RNS-310 unit, which those are found on lesser trim-level Volkswagen products released at around the early 2010s.
To identify what version I have running in my unit, I held down the Setup button for about 5 seconds. Then the Radio Service Mode menu pops up. From there, you tap on the Version Info box. This will show the exact part number of this head unit along with the firmware and navigation versions that are installed. For the part number, it ends in the letter G, and I'm currently running firmware version 3696. For the navigation, it's on version 7870. For the map update, version 7870 or version 5 is the factory default maps that uses 2011 data from Navtech. From what I've read on a forum post on TDI Club, you can update to any version from 7963 up to 8534. Version 8534 or version 12 was released in 2018 by Navtech, now known as HERE Technologies. A little fun fact, if you order something through Amazon and check the delivery map, you'll see the HERE logo on the bottom right. That's the same company behind Volkswagen's navigation software that I'm sourcing. Even with the SD card slot, neither the firmware or map updates are compatible when using an SD card for this unit. They're only good for the RNS-310 and similar older infotainment systems. So I'll have to source a navigation update disc online, which I'll do right now. So checking out eBay for starters, I found this copy of the latest map update for $19.95. It's a stark difference to paying $79 plus a $7 shipping charge from the official HERE Technologies store, or this eBayer wanting $200 for it. I'll go ahead and purchase this and wait until I get it.
So, after about 5 days of waiting, I managed to receive the map disc from eBay. So opening up the envelope, I got a basic jewel case with the DVD in place, along with a set of instructions, which is this piece of paper I got in my right hand. Even with those instructions, if I pull up a photo here, there's a section on top asking the customer to not give any bad feedback or filing an eBay complaint without contacting the seller. If not, then the seller will not give you a refund. Well, that's kinda ominous, don't you agree? So, I'm in my car and I'm going to insert the DVD right now. So open up the jewel case and prepare to put the disc in my hands to insert in the head unit. So from what I've seen online, it should give you a prompt to either install the new map update data right now or use the DVD's data. Installing it writes it to the car's hard drive, and using the DVD uses the existing data on the disc without writing anything. So here's the prompt like I've just talked about. I'll tap on the continue button, which what I've seen online takes about 45 minutes to an hour to get this new version installed. Damn. I'll wait here and get back to when it's done. Well, it's been less than 5 minutes and we got the disk read error. So let me click on OK and I'll... Thank you, I guess. Alright, click on OK and here's another prompt whether to install now or use the DVD. I'll tap on install now and hope that this goes smoothly this time. If not, then there's something wrong, to the point that I'm getting my ass scammed by receiving a bootleg navigation disc disguised as the real one.
Alright, the damn thing failed yet again. I'm starting to feel scammed using this disc over and over again. I'll try hitting the install button one more time, and yes, I do not live on Homerdale, this is probably from the previous owner of this car. Hitting the map button, it's working good as of right now, but I'll check the current version of the nav update. Will it show 8534 or no? Let's see here. It's, yes, 8534 it is. Well, I'll wait here and see if it works this time. So here's the progress bar if you tap on the eject button with the install process that's active. So where does it seem to fail at? We're like 20% of the way through.
Please insert the navigation DVD.
Well, there you have it. It's like something is screwed up with this disc. It just resets and tells you to insert a DVD when it's already inserted. Well, let me investigate this disc right now on my computer. So, going into my computer, I got the popular CD and DVD burner program ImageBurn active. I'll try to verify the contents of this disk of the map update. I believe there's something corrupted on this disk that the seller gave me. So the disk is in my computer and the program recognizes it. I'm going to click on the start button to begin the verification process. I hope with this program, I could try to spot an issue with why this disk isn't properly installing the new update. So, I'll let it run its course and see if it passes. Well, I don't know if you can hear that, but the disk drive is going mental. Not only that, look at the verify rate as it goes from full speed and it just stops. It took about 6 minutes for it to throw an error at 52%. Well, it's official, this is indeed a fake-ass bootleg DVD that I received on eBay. Even if I click on try again, it's not going to do anything as it's going to keep throwing out the same error no matter what. And to further prove it's a fake, this is what the front of the disc looks like. It's pretty faded, and on the back, it seems to have a bluish hue opposed to your traditional white color reflection like every other typical DVD. And yes, I sought out a refund to the eBay seller proving everything that's wrong with it and ended up getting my money back. Now that buying a map update disc on eBay is now off the table, I'll go ahead and go back to Here's store and purchase a brand new, legit copy of the latest navigation update. As a reminder of the price, it costs $79 plus $6.95 shipping plus $6.66 in taxes, totaling up to $92.61 for an authentic copy. That's over 3 times the amount compared to the bootleg disc and over half the price from that scalper. Now, I'll wait for the real disc to be delivered. So, it's been 2 days since I purchased this, and I have received, in shrink wrap, a brand new copy of the Volkswagen RNS-510, the V12 North American edition of the GPS software with this car and head unit. So, unwrapping the shrink wrap of the legitimate copy of the RNS-510 update case. Oh. Ain't that some sick-ass ASMR footage? Well, anyways, after doing a shrink wrap, here's the front of the cover, as so, featuring a North American map of the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And on the back, it shows the countries that are used for the North American edition of this map update disc, such as Alaska, Canada, mainland United States, Hawaii, Mexico, Puerto Rico, and the US Virgin Islands. So popping open the case, and we got the pimped out disc. It seems like it's higher quality compared to the bootleg eBay copy. What does it look like flipping over on its back? So instead of that bluish hue of the bootleg disc, this legit copy is all white as it should be. And for the heck of it, let's see the comparison between the legit copy versus the bootleg copy that I'm about to send back on eBay. So on the right is the fake disc from eBay. Right away, as I mentioned earlier in the video, you can see how smudgy and low quality the image is plastered on top of the DVD. Moving over to the left
You can see how high quality the print is, including this little reflective effect on the disc. The bootleg one, on the other hand, doesn't have that effect whatsoever. And here's a pair of photos I've taken from my phone showing the differences between the two. The real one is on the left and the bootleg one is on the right. It's pretty much night and day on the quality of those two discs. Well, I guess I'll be returning the fake disc back to the seller, and I'm prepared to insert the real one in my car in just a little bit. Let me try to verify if this is indeed a working copy.
Now, for safety's sake, I'll go ahead and verify the contents of the legit update disc. Again, I'm using the same process I've done on image burn with the bootleg copy. That disc is already in my computer, and I'll go ahead and click on the verify button and see if it goes past 52%. If not, then I don't know what else is there to say. Okay, so it's about 52%, we're halfway there, and it appears it's still going strong as we're at 51%. At around this time, the bootleg copy began to fail at around 51 to 52% where it threw those errors. It seems like we're still doing good at 52%, it's still doing healthy with the verified speed still at a constant rate. I think it's going to do good no matter what. Hopefully I'm not going to jinx myself if it does throw an error. So, y'all gotta pray for me and hope that it's going to successfully verify without any errors. And coming down to the final stretch, the legit copy will be verified without any errors whatsoever. It took over 15 minutes opposed to 6 minutes with the bootleg because it couldn't be verified thanks to those errors. Not only that, cue the meme.
Hi, I'm Paul.
That's interesting that this program does that. So yeah, this is what happens when you give your life to eBay thinking like nothing's gonna do you wrong no matter what. Even if it means buying a simple DVD to update your navigation system, where in my opinion, it should be priced pretty much like at this level like the bootlegger was pricing it at, rather than paying nearly $100 goddamn dollars.
Okay, for the moment of truth, I'll insert the legit copy into my head unit and see if it installs without any problems. From what I recall, the bootleg copy failed about a quarter of the way until it spits out the disc and throws up the disc read error message on screen, including the old "please insert the navigation DVD" throughout the frickin' car's speakers, like if I'm not putting in the disc whatsoever, or whatever kind of disc, and it's just not working. So this will take some time for it to complete. I'll take it to when it used to fail about a quarter of the way through and see if it goes past that mark or not. Alright, here's the part where it used to fail. It seems like it's not doing anything stupid at the moment. If it does screw up, then it holy crap! It just jumped about damn near a third of the way right now. Now we're at the second box where it says to be notified when it's done. This is the furthest that I've ever seen because of the last disc not going so well. It appears everything's still doing good. I'll take you when it's fully installed.
Oh my god. Well, that was a big jump at the end. So I'll eject the disk as it says that the data is successfully downloaded. With this navigation disk, it's no longer useful after performing this update. That's because the data from the DVD is now in the unit's hard drive. And to verify that it's now the newest version installed, I'll go into the service mode section again and scroll down to navigation version. So going in and scrolling down, it shows the latest version that I've just installed, which is version 8534. Again, this is the latest version provided by the company who supplied the map updates to Volkswagen, which was again by Here Technologies. So right away, does it show the diverging diamond right down the street where I'm pulled over at? So scrolling away, yes sir. We got the diverging diamond in place, along with I-75 and North Dixie Highway in Perrysburg, Ohio. I recorded a lot of those videos throughout the area to see if there are any changes from the old map data to the new one. I went down side streets, subdivisions, new traffic pattern changes, and all that stuff in the vicinity.
So I'll make my way back to those places to see if the new map data shows those new streets on the map compared to not showing anything with the old data.
The first place I checked out was that diverging diamond. Before the update, it was just an ordinary overpass. It was just a straight road that goes over the highway with a pair of entrance and exit ramps that were controlled by traffic lights. This diverging diamond was completed in late 2017. The old map showed me just going straight along the overpass as so. With the new map, it shows me on the right side of the road and gradually shifts me to the left going through the diamond. After that, it shifts me back to the right after going through the entirety of that new overpass. The second place is a subdivision called Summerfield in Perrysburg, Ohio. While editing this video, I found out that this subdivision appeared to have been commissioned in 2021. With the old map data, there were no roads anywhere to be found throughout most of the complex. If I were to search for a specific home, it would show an error message saying that this address is not available, even though it is on Google Maps because, well, it's way more recent compared to my car's GPS. If I try a different house that's on the map, it gives me the route to that house, even though it's literally right on the corner that I do not live there, so don't dox me, chat. So that there is proof that the newest homes and subdivisions will not work with this map data. Heading into another subdivision for my third place, again, most of the roads are not registered on the old map data. It's almost to the point like if I'm driving off-road on a farm or something like that. In that subdivision, I came across a house and decided to insert the address to the GPS. With the old map data, it said that the address was invalid. Also, the road wasn't registered in the GPS. Coming back again with the new map data, like before, a majority of the roads aren't registered except for a few that have been added. Heading back to that same house that didn't show up before, part of the street is now registered on the map. Now typing in the address, it does show me a route. However, it shows that the house is behind me instead of ahead of me, which is pretty weird. So, at least it made an attempt that it kind of works. Finally, I did some roundabout and traffic pattern change hunting throughout the immediate vicinity. First, in the town of Waterville, Ohio, there is a roundabout in place, but it's not registering in the new map data for the GPS. This was completed in mid-2018, but I think it was a little bit too late for the navigation company to have it show up on the map with this current version. The second place I went to was in Toledo, Ohio, at the Central Avenue and I-475 interchange. This SPUI was completed in October 2016, which is on par with the new map data from 2018. When getting off the highway onto Central Avenue, it shows the current road layouts with this interchange opposed to a traditional interchange. Finding some more roundabouts, I got this one in Sylvania, Ohio at the intersection of King and Brent Road. On the map, it shows the little circle signifying that there is a roundabout right there. This was completed in 2014. Just down the road is another roundabout, but this one is not registered on the map. The Centennial and Brent Road roundabout was completed in 2023, which is why this isn't registered on the map. This is the same thing on the old map data that I recorded a few months ago.
So, is it worth it spending over $90 and getting scammed in the process to update my navigation system? No. Having your maps updated is only good if you want to use the in-car's map system if you're unfamiliar with the new roads or the traffic pattern changes in your area. If this would have been priced at eBay or bootlegger level like this guy here I'm about to return behind me, that $25 would have been worth it rather than paying $90 goddamn dollars from the official vendor at Here Technologies. In the future, I plan to update the firmware of this head unit. However, I've been having some trouble for quite some time, so I don't know when that will be available to you guys. So anyways, that'll do it with updating my car's navigation system.
And for those who are interested in this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe so you'll miss out on any videos like this in the future. So this is TRIZE rising up and signing out.